right, one of the things that I wanted to talk a little bit about that I saw on the website on Facebook, I saw a lot of dreams or several different dreams about someone dying. I'm going to read this one right here because I think it will be helpful to see this one. And this lady said, my sister Ann had a dream that someone called her on the phone and told her, your sister is dead. She was saying it in her dream. No, not my sister. I haven't seen her in a while. Then she woke up crying and she felt like it was so real. That's a very common dream. When I've interpreted dreams for believers and also on the streets, I've found that many people are just overwhelmed when they have this dream and afraid because they think, oh, I had a dream that my sister's going to die, or I had a dream that my father was going to die, or I had a dream that my son was going to die. And so fear is instilled in them. And so you have to look at it that, again, dreams are a metaphor. Dreams are symbolic. And so what the Lord was saying to this particular lady about her sister was she got a phone call, meaning that God was speaking something to her that was very important because her sister was important to her. And he was saying this to her: there's some things that have come to an end in your sister's life. Now, the dream doesn't say what they are, but it's saying that there's some things that's in her life. It could be a habit. It could be an attitude. It could be a relationship, something that has come to an end in her life. And the Lord was speaking it to the sister so that because she said she hasn't seen her in a long time, so that when she calls her and she talks to her, she can comfort her in the particular situation. Doesn't mean like she's going to physically die. It means that something has come to an end. I remember doing another dream for a particular person. And they came up to me and they were just in tears. And they just said, I had a dream that my father died. And she was just in tears. And she was like a little 20-year-old girl. And I felt so sorry for her. And so I asked her, which is we can't do on Facebook. You got to ask questions. To be able to interpret dreams, sometimes you have to ask her the question. And one of the questions that I asked her was your father dead? It's a great question, isn't it? And she says, well, no, he's not dead. And I said, well, this is what I perceive. And what we have to understand is that dreams are kind of like a starting place that God speaks to somebody's heart. And you use the gift of interpreting dreams or revelation with the prophetic. And I perceived to hear the Lord. And I said this. I said, the dream is not saying that your father's going to die, but I said the things that he did to you when you were young are going to come to an end, and God's saying is no longer going to affect your life. Now, that was just prophetic revelation from the Lord. And the girl just started just crying and crying and crying, just weeping. And so I just prayed for her and comforted her in that situation. And so we have to realize is that it's not literal death, but it's more of something is coming to an end.